Jesse Muench, also known as Snake, with Get Handles. Today I got a sick new street ball move that I know you're gonna love, as well as 2 counter moves for it, and it's called the mini slide. Real quick, before we jump into the video, leave a comment down below. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see from the channel, more street ball moves, fundamental moves, drills, you name it. The things I'm getting the most comments are the things I'm bringing you guys, so leave your comment down below to let me know what you want to see from the channel. Also, make sure you hit that like button and click that subscribe button and get on that notification squad so you can catch those videos the second they come out. This move is a little bit more unorthodox, a little bit more flashy, so if you have a coach watching, this might not be a move that you want to do. The first 2 move combo you should probably be okay with though, but the counter moves get a little bit more crazy. So let's jump into it. First things first, the mini slide. Basically all it's going to be is an inside out between the legs. Okay, that's fairly easy if you're a decent ball handler. If you're more of a beginner, a tip I can give you is just make sure you tap the inside of the leg when you go between the legs. That'll help ensure the ball goes through your leg pretty much every time. So it's just like a regular inside out dribble, you're just doing it between the legs. That's step 1. Okay, now step 2, this is very important. You want to make sure that once it gets between the legs here, you're not going to catch it with the same hand, okay? You're still going to do that inside out motion, but you're not going to catch it with that same hand. You're going to bring the other hand behind the back. Okay, so we're not doing this. We're not doing it between the legs though and meeting it here. We're going inside out motion, so the ball ends up back behind the same side foot. You don't want the ball ending up back here, okay? And the reason we want to do this is because it's going to make the combo a little quicker and a little more unexpected, and it's going to change the angle that we're going to move from there. Because if we come from here, we can go behind the back and we'll end up about here, right? But if we go inside out between the legs and tap it to the side, I can cover a little more ground this way. So that's exactly what we're going to do, is what I just showed you right there. Right there, boom, push it to the side. It's going to be real low, tight, and quick. So as the ball is coming through the legs here from this inside out between the legs, you want the other hand to come behind the back and meet the ball way down low. So the second it comes off the ground, this hand's down here waiting to push it to the side over here. Okay, so like that. And notice how I just give it a little hit. I'm not even like really pushing it, I'm just boom, hitting it, okay? And from there, you slide to the side. That's why it's called mini slide. So you want the dribble real low, mini, and then from there, when you tap it to the side, that's the slide. You're gonna slide to the side, boom, like a defensive slide, defensive shuffle. So similar to the move like you see maybe like Jamal Crawford or Kyrie Irving use, where they'll come here and push it back real low, real quick. We're just changing the angle of that setup dribble slightly, and that's gonna change the timing of the dribble, make it a little quicker, make it a little more unexpected, and change which direction you're able to move and how much ground you're able to cover from that. All right, so real quick before we jump into the variation, make sure you hit that like button if you're liking the move so far and you want to see the variations I got for you. Now, the next variation of this, there's going to be similar in the setup, but it's slightly different. For this, the 2 variations, you want to make sure you push the ball just a little bit higher, a little bit harder, because you want to get a little bit more air time in this, because we're going to add some footwork and catch the ball almost like in a sham god position. So it's going to be like here, here, okay? Whichever direction the ball moved. So, you could flip this all around, but I'm going to show you going this way. If the ball is moving to the right, I'm going to step with my left foot to the direction where the basketball is, which will be forward and to the right, okay? So it's going to be here, here, here. Okay, for both the variations, this part's going to be the same as far as the footwork and getting the ball with this hand. Whichever hand starts the dribble, the whole combo, you're going to go inside out between the legs, tap it low behind the back with that opposite hand, and then that same hand that just tapped it behind the back is going to get the basketball. From there, what we're going to do is go here, here, behind the back, okay? Notice how my back would be to the defender now and back to the basket. And you're gonna go into complete a spin from there and sham god between the legs. Okay, so a bunch of stuff coming in real quick. Obviously a little bit more flashy, probably not something your coach is gonna wanna see. So inside out between the legs, tap it forward from behind the back, complete the spin, and sham god between the legs. And then depending on the spacing and what you want to do, you could kind of play around with the footwork a little bit and which way you're moving. You could kind of come from here, 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 step more forward, and then go sham god between the legs to try to get the defender to go flying a little more. Or if you have a little more space to work with between you and your defender, you could take that bigger step. Or if your defender's a little bit tighter to you and you want to create a little more space, or you just don't have as much room to work with, you might want to do those last few steps stepping back a little more. So that would look a little more like this, stepping back, okay? Again, you gotta kind of know where your defender is and your level of ball handling ability and all that, and make sure you get it down. But from there, once you've mastered it, you can kind of play around with the steps a little bit more. Okay, and then this next counter move is also gonna be a really advanced variation. Basically, you're gonna go from that same mini slide, so you're gonna come here, here, step forward. From there, you're gonna go between the legs. Okay, so when your back is kind of to your defender, you're gonna go between the legs. From there, you're gonna go kind of just like in the other one, you're gonna complete a spin, but you're gonna go into what I call the anti-spin, or the Iverson wrap spin. You might have seen it in a couple of my videos and some old Reebok commercials. Allen Iverson did this. You're gonna complete the spin and wrap it like that. The details as far as how to execute that. You're gonna be here, go between the legs in the back, step forward with this foot, and that's really the only main footwork you need to do. I mean, you can work on little choppy steps with both feet, but you can just go boom, whichever hand gets the ball, the opposite foot will come forward, and kind of think about trying to keep the ball in one spot as your body moves. So notice the ball's here, I'm moving my body but trying to keep the ball in one spot, and then push it behind the back. Another thing you could do to get that down is just get reps of doing that right there. Come across the body and try tapping the middle of your back. That should keep the ball a little bit tighter to you and closer where you can get back in control of it. So you're just gonna add that in with the spin. So you're gonna be here, here, okay? And then you will get it back with the same hand. Let's take a look though at this move and all the counter moves full speed from some different angles. Click this link right here. That's 4 of my best street ball moves that you can use to break ankles. Just head to that website, pop in your email, and I'll send it to you right away for free. Also, if you like this video, you might want to check out this one. You'll probably like that one too, and check out this playlist. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more and break some ankles today.